Alright, so we're gonna wire this car up with some entertainment system. So we're gonna add this amp. We're gonna run those wires, hook up that radio, throw these speakers. Alright, so we're gonna run the wires in through here, run them in through this little crack here, all the way inside, run them in through here, all the way in here, all the way to the back. So I'll go ahead and run that and we'll go from there. Okay, so what I did was put some tape into this metal bar here. It's like it guided me in there. And here it is. So now I gotta just pull that and run it. And here it is, I pulled it through. And see, here's the metal and the wire and the tape. Just to kind of guide me along through here, through the firewall. Or through the fender. Because it'll be a hard one to get it through. So we'll go ahead and take this tape off and just... Alright, I just wanted to show real quick where the wire is running at from, or to, and from. So this is where it's coming out from, but it's running all underneath the carpet here. All here. And here it is outside. And down here. And we got our fuse here. And we're going to leave that to the end so we connect that. Right now we just want to make sure that we get the positive running without touching any ground. You don't want a shortage anywhere. But this is where we're at. So I'm going to cover that now. Cover this one up. Run the wire over there. Hook up the amp. And we're almost done. Alright, I went ahead and connected my ground. You could see it here. It's in this confined space. But it's in there. It's connected. And it's to the seat belt. I'm just using this for ground because it's hooked onto the frame. So here's my positive wire and my ground right there. So now we're going to screw that back in and run the wires underneath here, so they could be coming up from here, and hook up good old faithful. Okay, I took out the third row from the car here and ran the wires from under there, underneath those tracks, and from there to there. Yeah, I hooked up the RCAs as well with the remote wire already hooked up. So I also mounted it with a screw there and a screw over here. That way the amp doesn't go anywhere and yank on those cables. So the next thing we got to do is hook up the deck and then throw in the subs in here, and we'll see if that works. Alright, so we got our mess of wires here. Excellent. Yay. The fun part starts. So we have our ground hooked up, which I know that's ground. And right now I have the key on. Pretty sure this is positive. This is your key. So let's see. 12. Okay. So now let's turn off the key. And 12. So yeah, this is your positive. And 1. Okay, so that's your key. So this is what is going to be. Let's see. This is going to be your yellow wire, and this is going to be your red wire on the radio hookup. I'm trying to do this with the one hand. Cool. So now we're going to see if it comes to life. Boom! That's when your stereo turns on. Okay, stereo turns off, amp turns off. Okay, so that's going to be our positive, and then our red, and then our yellow. We got these mess of wires here too. So this is where everything is going to be connected to. Here's your yellow. Your red is in here somewhere. Anyways, it's a mess. So we're going to go ahead and hook that up. And then we'll try it out next. Alright, what I had to do was throw the stereo on front left. And then find for the front speaker. Front right. Then look for the front right speaker. Rear right. And then look for the rear right speaker. Rear left, and then look for the rear left speaker. So now that I have all that hooked up, we're gonna go ahead and mount this in here and put the cover back on and throw the speakers on here. Okay, so everything's in here. We just gotta throw in the speakers now, but I went ahead and put in that fist plate back on here. The radio's in there, and this radio has headphone jack and USB for a flash drive, so we have that there. Now it's time to throw in the subwoofers, and we'll see how it sounds. Alright, so I went ahead and put in the speakers. I don't know if you could probably hear it because of all the damn distortion, but
yeah.